Hi, Aquarius. This is going to be your July 2020 forecast. It is good for the sun, rising, moon, or Venus sign of Aquarius. Please keep in mind, as always, these are general readings. It's not a personal reading meant for just one of you, so it's not going to resonate with all of you. Check your rising, moon, or Venus sign. You could find your messages there for July. If you want a message to resonate with you 100%, book a private reading with me since this is a general reading. The link to my website's in the description below. I only ask that you use my email if you have any questions. If you're new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. So, my awesome Uranians, my Aquarius, who I love so much. You guys are my favorite air signs. I hope you guys have had a great June. Let's take a look at what July is looking like for you. The Archangel Metatron, which is the herald of sacred knowledge and downloads and often speaks to us through sacred geometry, really wanted to talk to all the air signs and you guys as well. And he had several messages for you. Throat chakra and universal love came out. I want to start with universal love. This is such an Aquarian thing. Aquarius is the star, the hope for humanity, the heralds of technological advancement in humanity and here on our planet. So universal love is so great. You guys are so individual and unique, but I think some of you are going to be really called to participate in your community in some way. You are feeling and wanting and experiencing a completion and a universal love in your life. The frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence itself. Wow. Are these your goals? These are the best goals and oracles I've seen for any sign so far, and I've read for 6 signs today. Aquarius, you guys are really tapped in this month. Some of you, you're most likely to get involved in political activism and communicate and get involved in your communities as well. Sagittarius and Libra too, but Aquarius is forgotten in this way. Well, I didn't forget, and Spirit didn't forget either. You guys are feeling strongly connected to each other and society at large this month. Bravo. Well done for July. Throat chakra came out as well. The frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our expression and our sense of peace and balance. So, July might be a time when Mercury is very activated for you because that is the planet that helps us with expression and travel. Some of you are connecting to a Virgo or a Gemini, I think. I do have the lovers here in your recent past. It will be a time to focus on your self expression, and others might need to focus on that as well. You are ending on a Page of Swords. I have a couple pages in reverse here, so I can see that between you and some other people in your life, communication will be an issue. So now is the time. Metatron, the archangel, is here to tell you, let this blue flower of life support your self expression and your sense of peace and balance. Be mindful of communication. Lead with this universal love. The animal oracles did want to speak to you guys. It didn't want to talk to Libra, and I don't know if they'll want to talk to Gemini, but they definitely wanted to talk to you guys. At the last minute, they wanted to speak to you. Armadillo spirit came out. Set healthy boundaries. It came in the reverse, so you guys need the protection message. And I always like to read these messages because Colette Baron Reid, the author, carefully constructed this deck and the messages and allow the animals to speak to us. Armadillo spirit is here with a protection warning message. This is a tricky time, as you might find yourself enmeshed with others, overly concerned with how they will take it if you say no or express how you really feel. So expression coming out already. Do you feel anxious saying no to someone? So you capitulate, even knowing the outcome will not be in your best interest? Do you feel like it's your job to stop someone from facing their challenges? Instead, you might take on their responsibilities, rescuing them instead of giving them the freedom to learn their lessons their way. This feels like a mom to me. This is something I do. No, don't touch that. Well, sometimes kids got to learn, right? Perhaps you feel that if they only knew how much you cared and felt that universal love that came out for you, they would change and then all would be well. If they knew how much you cared, they would change and all would be well. Armadillo spirit asks you to be honest with yourself and others, no matter how difficult that may be or how much you may fear losing someone or something. Face your fear, tell the truth, and set your boundaries. You will be amazed at the miracles that happen when you let Armadillo Spirit protect you from taking on too much, becoming a people pleaser, and losing your own integrity. Another message of protection from Armadillo Spirit is to relax, live and let live. If you or someone else is being defensive and communication is a problem, you are called to step back and trust in Spirit's plan. Wow, that's a loaded protection message, a lot going on. So, Armadillo Spirit is here to tell you in July, step back, let people deal with their own messes. You can try only so much to show a person how much you care. And it's also time to face your fears about how you express yourself and being worried about the outcome and making sure you put your own best interests first, okay? And don't feel like it's your job to stop someone from facing their own challenges. That's their problem, not yours, for sure. So it's about setting healthy boundaries, not pushing anyone else's, and not letting anybody else pressure you and push your boundaries either. Not my Aquarius. I was actually surprised to see this. I was like, like Aquarius and Scorpio, the air signs in general, we say what we mean and we mean what we say. But, when you're feeling rebellious, sometimes we might rebel against others and then they push back with us. So boundaries will be a thing. I think it has to do with someone or people in your life that you really cared about, that you try to show that you love. Just watch your throat chakra and allow people to express themselves how and when they need to, and only take on what's your responsibility. So at the center of it all for you guys, the Two of Wands is here. Now, the Three of Cups flipped out, and that usually tells me when we're meant to add reversals. It's the advice and the best case scenario, usually in a situation for the month, and the reason for the reading. The Three of Cups is great. It's about celebration, friendship, creativity, and collaborations. It's also about openly dating and a friend tribe. Make sure that you're able to be independent. I have a Three of Pentacles and a Three of Cups here. I also have a King and Queen of Wands in reverse. So I think that this very much has to do with a relationship. And the reason for the reading this month is that you might realize that you were either in a triangulation or you're just meant to be open with a person. Maybe you want something different in the relationship than the King and Queen of Wands, which is a passionate, fiery friendship of some kind or a business partnership of some kind. You may or may not feel okay about that. But the center of it all for you this month is the Two of Wands, one of my favorite cards. It's a card of investment. We're focused on the beginning. You're planning for a future, progress, decisions, but you need to hold still and discover more before you pick a path and move forward. So I think, and I could be picking up on your energy, Aquarius, or someone around you. So you might be watching from afar, trying to make a decision on how to move forward. But the challenge is the Emperor. This is Aries energy. This could be you. This could be someone around you. The Emperor establishes complete and total structure and authority in the situation. It takes a very logical approach. It takes a very practical approach. It doesn't show a lot of emotion, but it is the king of all kings. It's about owning your power. So the challenge is keeping your own power, being logical and practical, being the king of all kings. We all got an emperor and an empress in us. So this is the catalyst for you this month, taking control of yourself and knowing that you can't control anyone else but yourself. This also might be another person trying to determine your decisions for you in some way. So be on the lookout for that as well. What's driving you? Honestly, Aquarius, this looks pretty relationshipy to me of some kind, and it could have been a friendship or a casual thing. I'm seeing a hard no out of you about some things, or from some people around you. So hopefully this will help you because July hasn't happened yet. You can change all this around, some of it, the parts you don't like anyways, or you want to be different. Two of Swords in reverse and Judgment in reverse. This is Libra, this is Scorpio. A lot of Libra here for you. The Two of Swords comes in reverse when we are just in total indecision. You're confused about something in July, and it's kind of information overload. And I think you feel like you're kind of at a stalemate. I think you're in a situation where you have to make a big judgment call. You're at a crossroads, and you want to make the right choice because it's a big choice, because it will lead to a freedom. And you hear the inner calling, and it is about a rebirth of some kind from within where you absolutely know what you want and it leads to the world. We have Judgment and the World here. So, very close to completing a cycle. But I think that in July, my Aqua gang get into a little bit of a stalemate situation and you're like, nope, I can't hear the inner calling here. I'm at this crossroads and I need to turn back around. I have a really strong inner critic about this. I'm not being judged. I'm not being controlled. I established the structure and authority in my life. I'm the emperor. And maybe I do want a level of commitment. I'm committed to myself. I don't know if this is the right call for me. Don't ignore the inner calling. Don't distrust your own judgment. And I think you guys are just not going to make a choice based on anybody else but yourselves this month. I get it. I feel like you will have a bit of a strong inner critic, though. So don't overthink it and ignore other people's judgment of you. You know your true self. And I just feel like you can't hear the inner calling in a situation and you're not quite ready to leave the past behind and make a judgment call about something in particular in your life. And I think you're having a hard time not overthinking it. I expect to see swords for air signs. We all do this. In the past that's most contributing to the present moment, I had the Lovers in reverse and the Three of Pentacles. This is Gemini. So when the Lovers comes in reverse, something just feels off in a situation. This is usually about love or partnerships or relationships. When the Lovers comes in reverse, we're either paranoid that someone else has another lover, or we're not ready to give up our choices. Sometimes it can mean we dove in way too fast in a situation, and you realize there just wasn't value alignment. It might have been a situation where even though there wasn't total value alignment and harmony, you continue to engage in the situation out of necessity. The Three of Pentacles is about teamwork and collaboration. This could have gone down at work or school. Maybe this is a person that you share custody of a child with or something, or it's a work environment, something like that, where you weren't 100% sure that you meshed or blended with this situation. It wasn't like a soulmate situation, but you felt the need to try to be cooperative and try to see if you could be recognized and rewarded for what you brought to the table, or somebody wanted you to do that with them. So I have two threes here. This could have been a triangle of some kind, and you're trying to decide what's the best judgment call for me in July. How can I take the most logical and practical approach? What you're thinking about all the time, you. I love this. Well, some of you are dealing with another Aquarius. I love it when the major arcana card for a sign I'm reading for comes out, especially in the crowning position. You want renewal. You have hope. You have faith. You want to feel positive and motivated and free. Everyone wants to be around the star. You want to be the star in this situation. And you are thinking about yourself and what is best for you. You want to feel good. You want to feel positive and motivated and free. You're looking for that it thing, that it job, your purpose in life, that it relationship, that it home, that place where you feel more than a sense of belonging, where you're the star. You're wishing upon a star, looking for some kind of renewal from within. We do this all on our own. Another person does not help us with this. But I also think that you just haven't found quite the right breakthrough. I love an ace. I don't care what position it's in. When the Ace of Swords comes in reverse, it's where you're focused more on inner clarity. You don't think you're going to have success in a situation and you're not having any new ideas. You realize your judgment's clouded, so you start to rethink something. What I see you guys going through here is you're like, okay, I'm still invested in something in my life. I am picking a path to move forward. If I cooperate, and I just established a structure and authority in my life, this breakthrough will come for me. I do feel a sense of renewal from within. You might be wishing on a star for a person that you just can't have a breakthrough with, or they're being that way with you. But I like that you're looking for the clarity and the breakthrough. You might just cut something off in July in order to preserve your own feeling of freedom and positivity and hope and faith, which sometimes we have to do that in life. The actions you're taking, the Queen of Wands in reverse to the Knight of Pentacles. So you could be the Queen of Wands, someone else could be the Queen of Wands. I do have a King and Queen of Wands here, and I have a High Priestess in reverse. So I think that this is about a relationship where there was a lot of fire and a lot of passion, But right now, the actions you're taking are you're pretty introverted. You're working on reestablishing your sense of self. You're not feeling courageous and fiery and determined in this situation. You might even be a little angry, but I'm not clarifying this. The Queen of Wands in reverse either pulls back. She doesn't feel like she can be a hype girl in a situation, and or she can be a fire-breathing dragon. So be careful of the boundaries. Focus on the love and the throat chakra, like Metatron wanted you to. You also see yourself as the Knight of Pentacles. This is my favorite knight. He's the proverbial workhorse of the minor arcana. Some people say he's stubborn. Sometimes it moves slowly. Sometimes it's at a standstill. But he works hard. He's productive. He doesn't like to go far from the castle. He sets up a conservative routine. Honestly, what I see you saying here is, look, I'm not your hype girl. I'm not your baby. I'm not your girl Friday. I'm here to establish my own sense of self. And if I'm not feeling fiery and confident and independent in a situation, I really just need to put one foot in front of the other. I'm not going to be all Knight of Wands and Knight of Cups. I'm going to take a little bit more of a grounded, realistic approach. Dang, yo. I mean, I get it. I've been there, right? The way you're seeing yourself, High Priestess in reverse to the King of Wands in reverse. Who's this? You got a Aries, Leo, Sag around you, Aries in particular. I don't know who's who in this situation, but I see you seeing yourself saying, I really can't hear my intuition in this situation. I don't know the judgment call. I'm confused. I just know I want to feel a sense of renewal from within, and I'm not going to move forward until I discover more and I feel that aha moment mental clarity and I have a breakthrough. I'm not seeing long-term success in this situation. As a matter of fact, I'm not feeling confident about it at all. And I'm feeling some inconsistencies here. Maybe am I being too aggressive? Am I taking a poor leadership role? I don't know. All I know is that I need some time alone. Okay. The High Priestess in reverse does withdraw into silence. She does ghost too, or someone ghosts you in July, maybe. I think that this is what happens here is in July, you see yourself as really needing some time alone to hear your intuition, and you're not feeling like you can have long-term success here in a situation. You're not feeling passion and you don't feel like you can take the lead. I get it. At least you're going to put one foot in front of the other and be like, look, I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up. I'm going to do what I have to do. I'm a good friend. I'm a good girlfriend or boyfriend. I'm a good employee. I'm a good son or daughter. I seem stubborn, but at least I'm here doing it. You're doing it. And I think the challenge is just to keep the authority in your own life and keep your freedom and your renewal. And energy around you, this person sees themselves as the Ace of Wands. Libra just got this too, I think. So you might be dealing with a Libra. This person sees themselves as the Ace of Wands. They see themselves as passionate. They're looking for new opportunities that inspire them passionately, that wants growth potential. If this was a relationship that didn't work out and you're like, look, you can call me stubborn all you want, but I'm going to do the right thing here. This person might be like, okay. I mean, they might see growth potential here, and this might be about deciding you want to have a different kind of relationship. You know what I mean? And you might just need to think about it a little bit, but you can't hear that inner calling yet. You're confused still. That's okay. You'll be your own North Star. You'll be your own beacon. Their feelings for you, the Chariot to death. What happened here? What did this person drive off into? The Chariot is a very determined energy. They want victory. They want success. It is the energy of Cancer. It will move on. This person very much wants to be in control of where they are going. They could be Cancerian. This person may want to travel to see you or something like that. This person also feels the energy of death towards you. So there could have been an ending between the two of you and this person moved on. God, I hope this wasn't a bad car accident, or it's not. I pray that it's not. But this person is going somewhere and they're also going through a transformation. And the energy of death in Scorpio is today is a good day to die, and I am not afraid. This person will allow for a death and a rebirth. This person's feelings are going through a transformation. They might seem pretty determined as well. This could be like something ended and this person has to leave or move. They might find growth potential somewhere else. They are pretty committed to where they're going emotionally, though, and they do want a death and a rebirth. If it's towards you or not, I'm not entirely sure. I know you're going to just plod along and do what you got to do. The action they're taking towards you, Ace of Cups. So there's love here, but this person is loving themselves first. They're repressing their emotion. They too need to hear their intuition. Whatever kind of relationship is going on here for you in July, these are both cards of needing to pull back because you can't quite hear your own intuition. You might have a hard time communicating with this person. They might even think that you want them to chase you in some way. I don't know. I see a lot of passionate tension here. I think this person for now likes passion, but their feelings are still transforming. Sorry, here comes the fire department. It's Truck Stop Tarot. I live next to the fire department, you guys. But they're not going to show emotion right now. They're suppressing their emotions still. The way you're feeling, hopes and fears, the world in reverse to the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Are we worried the kids won't go back to school? Maybe. That's what this looks like to me for my parents in the room. The world in reverse is where we feel the need that we know we need to seek personal closure. We can't quite seem to complete a cycle with someone else. We're not feeling the world. We're not feeling like we're paused between one cycle and the next. Something feels left incomplete. This is also a sign that communication, like the throat chakra suggests, might be an issue. You might have a hard time communicating with others. You might be worried that something will be left unfinished or that you can't have the world in a situation. Don't fast track it to success. You might be worried that someone's rushing you. The King and Queen of Wands and the Lovers in reverse can rush, especially if we're worried about third party stuff. So make sure you seek your own personal closure and don't take the fast track to the world in this situation. The Page of Pentacles in reverse is where, pages deliver and receive information. You're, I think, a little fearful that there will be a procrastination. You might even this could be about a child even. You might be worried that something won't be developed in this situation. I think at this point, you're just hopeful that you learn from the failure. The Page of Pentacles comes in reverse when we kind of psychoanalyze something. It is a procrastination and a lacking of progress, but it's usually because we simply have to go back to the drawing board. I don't know why. There's this little bug in my room. Sorry, you guys. Go away. We don't need your help. That might mean something. Someone might be annoying you, and you're like, I need space. I don't know if I can have the world here. So I think right now you're feeling like you can't develop something further in the 3D. Somebody else might not be able to. You're going to be this knight. This page might be somebody else around you. The final outcome, Page of Swords in reverse and Four of Swords. I get the feeling that this might be someone else around you. So watch for communication. Here's that communication piece. This is the second card of Gemini here. And the Four of Swords is about stress. So the pages in reverse deliver no news or bad news. So watch for gossip and shit talking from those around you and like envy or whatever. When a Page of Swords comes in reverse, someone has a very difficult time expressing themselves. They're sometimes all talk, no action, or very hasty expression or hasty action. On again, off again, kind of like there's blocking and stuff like that. I think communication will be an issue. And I do think with the Four of Swords here, it will be stressful. I see you saying, I need more information. I don't know what I think or feel about this situation. I just want to hear my true purpose. And when I have that breakthrough, I'm ready. But for now, I need calm, solitude. I need to meditate. I need to think about it. I'm not quite ready to talk about it. This is a situation too where we're not very thirsty for knowledge and we're not sure we have all the facts. So we pull back. Yeah, you might open up a little bit, but it's stressful for you or someone else. So be ready for all that. Just remember the catalyst will be establishing the structure and authority for yourself. Can't control anybody else. You don't want them controlling you. You're the emperor in your own life, and you're going to plod along and do what you have to do. Going for that universal love, making sure you communicate effectively, and having awesome, healthy boundaries. Okay, Aquarius, that's your reading for July 2020. If this resonates with you, I hope it helps you. Please book a private reading with me. I love reading for you guys, and it's been a minute since I've read for an Aquarius. So I do hope this helps you, and I wish you all the best of luck in life and love in July. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Aquarius. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.